Hey Keybros, what do you say, what do you know? This is Keith coming at you from the dreaded man cave. And today's video is going to be a short video. And it's called Playing Professional, Playing Pro and What You Need to Know. Alright? It's been a long time since I played out on the road and stuff. And but there's some stuff, if you guys are playing and you're getting paid either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, and you're receiving large sums of money, there's some stuff you need to know. And I remember it was like late 70s when I did my first tour, like maybe 79, 1980. And I was making all this money, and I was very young, and I was taking all this money, and I never thought about it. And then at the end of the year, I got a W-2 form. All right, so now I had to pay taxes on it. And then I remember, and that wasn't that bad the first time, all right? Because I was living with my parents and all that stuff, and I was under 21 and all that stuff. But around the mid-'80s, I was really making big money. I was, touring with the Vogues. I did a thing with Frankie Valli. Then I did a 2-month tour, Three Dog Night, and the money was substantial, all right? And I remember one of the first acts I was playing with a top touring act called Sir Bentley. And I made a lot of money with them. We played all Trump's places and everything. And we were one of the first bands to open up the Taj Mahal. And I remember playing down there while they were still working on it. And but what I'm trying to tell you all is you need to start collecting receipts. All right? And like if you're on the road and you're going to a restaurant and you're eating, take the receipts. Your stage clothing, if you're buying clothing for the gig, collect your receipts. If you buy a CD to listen to while you're on the tour bus, save the receipts. You can put that all into your music, because at the end of the year, when you get that W-2 form or whatever it is, the more deductions you have, the less you have to pay back. Your keyboards, all your keyboard stuff, you're allowed to depreciate those over a period of 3 years, all right? And I believe it's still so. My information's a little bit dated because I haven't played pro in a long time. We're talking road work and stuff like that, where you need to collect every receipts possible. And get yourself like a satchel, something like this, all right? And they have pockets, and well, this one is just a regular satchel, but get one with pockets in it, you know what I mean? So you can put clothing, keyboards, keyboard hardware. Like, say if you buy a Neo ventilator for your keyboard, or you buy a Big Sky, or whatever you're buying, you buy cables. Whatever you're buying for your rig, save receipts. The one band, if the one guy who would turn me on to all this, if he would buy a pencil while he was on the road, he'd collect a receipt for it. The more receipts you have, the more deductions you have. And the key thing is, remember, you're I don't know how responsible you guys are or whatever, but when I was a young kid, I was very irresponsible because I didn't know anything. Then at the end of the year, when that WD form came in, I'm like, shit, what's this? What, because I'm thinking I'm making all this money under the table. Like a good example would be, like some acts, they'll pay you cash, but you have to sign for it. All right? If you have to sign for your cash, that means you acknowledge that you've made that money. All right? They have a record of your signature, so it's you're not getting paid under the table. If you're signing for the cash, it's acknowledged. All right. And the reason why I'm putting this video up is I got a bunch of friends who they're in a band. They just went national. They just signed a deal. They're going to be doing 20 Leonard Skinner gigs. They're going to be the warm-up act for Skinner. So they just signed a deal for 20 Leonard Skinner gigs. And at first, the leader of the band was paying them cash. All right. Because the guy who runs this band's a millionaire, all right? He owns a bunch of businesses, blah, blah, blah. And he was paying them all cash. Now he sold a lot of his businesses, and all he's doing is just enjoying retirement and touring on the road, and being a big shot, And but now he's going to start paying everybody where he was once paying them cash. He's now going to start paying them all in check. So this is what gave me the idea to make a video. So if you guys are playing pro, save all your receipts. Anything to do with being on the road, save a receipt for. Restaurants, if you're eating, or whatever, you know what I mean? Anything to do with your keyboard rig, save your receipts, because at the end of the year, you're going to need those to write things off. All right, so this is the end of my video, and those of you who are playing on the road, thanks for keeping music alive. And I ask that God may bless, and see you when I see ya.